The Sweet Toast of American Oak. This Balvenie is part of their Story series. 43% ABV. Let's find out what this thing's all about.
What is up?
Hey guys, it is Scotch for Dummies.
4 guys on a Scotch journey to help you with your next Scotch purchase.
It might be toasty.
It might be
Toasty!
sweet.
Who doesn't want toast?
Sweet toast.
This was the last bottle I bought prior to the COVID lockdown.
We're not going to
Mark
talk
that.
about that stupid
Mark
C
that.
word.
What?
Andrew
Done.
bought a bottle. Mark that now.
That's actually the important
Look,
part.
and
right
it's
there.
not plastic.
It's got a real cork in it, not a screw cap.
I want to
Everything.
know what brought you to this bottle. Andrew?
Yeah.
You know, I was looking at it on the
Was it the marketing?
Yes, it was absolutely the marketing. So I'm going through the liquor store, getting up some beer and some bourbon and I went by and saw this and I thought, you know, I like Balvenie. They've got a really good character in their whiskey, and this is a bottle we hadn't seen before. And so this is the Sweet Toast of American Oak. And when you look through what they're doing here, this is a kind of a series where I think it's similar to. I would say it's similar to what Macallan's doing with their edition numbers, where they're trying to highlight a certain aspect of whiskey. And I
Okay.
think this is barrel. So this is a Sweet Toast of American Oak, where they take toasted barrels from, they take 12-year-old whiskey,
Right.
finish in their normal process, ex-bourbon barrels, and then they take barrels, new virgin oak barrels, that were toasted in Kentucky, and then they were deep toasted in Scotland, and then they finish the whiskey in those deep toasted barrels.
Oh, okay.
The ones that they toast are virgin barrels.
That's what I understand.
Right.
Huh.
And so the key thing about this is they're not charred. They're deep toasted. And the difference between that is so when you toast it, all you're doing is putting heat to it. So you've got like a heating element and the barrel goes over it and it just heats the wood.
Which changes the chemical makeup.
It does. It brings lots of tannins, or not tannins, but lots of anilins and all those kinds of things into the wood. But it doesn't char it. It doesn't give you that blackened look with the alligator that can kind of break down the surface and allow the wood or the whiskey to kind of deep penetrate into the wood. It just makes it a dark black or darkened surface with lots of vanilla in it. So that's what I would assume this is going to be flavored like.
So lighter, fruitier, more vanilla.
Yes.
Mellower whiskey.
Not charred, not burnt, none of that.
So super cool that the idea is the brainchild of their 25-year-old
Yeah.
Apprentice master.
apprentice malt master. I mean, that's a job to have right there.
Yep.
I'm envious of that lady.
Right.
And she's being innovative. I'm excited to see what this
Innovative
is.
and good marketing. I mean,
Right.
the whole story is about, telling stories of the
there you
previous craftsmen, what they've done, etc. They've got like 2 or 3 other bottles in their stories line, and this is actually separate from the core, which is the Doublewood 12, the Caribbean Cask 14 that you guys are familiar with as well.
Man, I could smell it as soon as I took the lid off.
Doublewood 17 and the 21-year-old. So I mean, it's a completely different, but it is also completely different marketing too. I mean, this
Correct.
catch your eye.
Yeah, and this is part of that series. This is number 1 of the series, and they have a peated one and a dark one, and there's a couple other ones where they're kind of.
I kind of like that some of these distilleries are kind of swinging for the fences a little bit with these limited releases and kind of highlighting aspects of the whiskey, because it's almost like taking a master class, right?
Yeah, it is.
For yourself, because they're
Showing off.
well, and they're freezing certain aspects, certain variables.
That's what I mean.
to
That's exactly what I mean.
to let you see what a difference just in changing a barrel makes.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is kind of cool. So I mean, I can tell you right now, just taking the lid off, I didn't even bring it up to my nose, and I can get the vanillas.
Price point?
Man,
This is around $80 for a bottle. What we really should do to do really good justice, we should probably have the Balvenie 12 sitting here with it. So that way we can really compare and contrast what that finishing in
Wow.
that toasted. I don't even know about Doublewood. Just their
Was it original 12?
Original 12, because that's I
Wow.
think what's going in here.
Wow. Okay, so 12 years old.
Oh my gosh,
Holy
yeah,
cow,
it does
man.
smell like a New York barrel.
it smells delicious. Like,
Now, yeah, I'm getting cherries in there.
That is over the top.
Are they trying to appeal to the bourbon market? You think is the flavor there? Okay.
no.
That is not what I would say.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you come to your own, but it's definitely got plenty to keep you occupied.
Mm-hmm.
And the finish goes on a long time.
I would have expected more oakiness in it.
I'm still getting oak.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of oak in that.
Not in the initial palate. Not for me. Anyway.
No,
That's
the
an
initial
apple.
palate isn't.
It's sweet, classic Balvenie.
It's all on the back palate and the finish.
Up front, though, I got some apple in it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of nice
It's not
sweet
old
notes
oak.
up front.
Wow, it's delicious.
I think that deep char really pulls out a lot of the woody quality. I mean, you get some oak in there, but when I think of like a lumber yard. When you get a really new virgin oak barrel, it's like you're like chewing on a 2x4, and that doesn't necessarily appeal to me. And this is not that. I think that char must temper that a lot.
To me, when I think of an oaky quality, I usually go for like a Chardonnay, because those are the ones that are, you can get non-oak Chardonnays, you can get lightly oaked Chardonnays, and then you can get stuff that's like way over oaked. And to me, this is a nice lightly oaked. It's got influences of that oak. I can taste it.
Yeah.
But it's not an over the top like, oh,
Correct.
you guys did this too long. I mean,
Yep.
it's a very well balanced. I get a lot of vanillas, a lot of the sweet notes up front, and then it fades back into that oak and a hint of spice. It's really nice.
Yeah, I'm getting like cloves and cinnamon on the finish, but I'm just getting just a hint of that new oak in the nose, and it balances better in the palate where I don't get that. What do you think?
The nose. I mean, I love it so far. I'm gonna let it sit a little longer, but the nose for me, I'm getting like new wood mixed with like, I say it, buttered toast and some vanilla and a little bit of honey. I mean, it's got a really nice blended
It's about
nose.
honey now.
Yeah, I get the honey. I got brown sugar and cinnamon up front this time
You
around.
got cinnamon?
Yeah.
A little bit of hazel, maybe, but the toast is definitely there.
I was gonna say cinnamon roll towards the back end. I don't know. It's real nice.
Yeah,
And it
maybe
keeps
like
kinda
a
opening
nice
up a little
cinnamon
bit.
roll a little bit. I can see what you're saying. 43%, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's cloying. Do you guys get like a drying? It's a drier finish for Scotch.
Not like super dry.
No.
But it's nice. I like it.
I usually
Crisp.
equate that
Crisp.
to a more oaky quality. To me,
Okay.
it dries out your mouth a little bit.
More tannins and things.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
It's-
Really great honey finish too.
God, what is that flavor?
And definitely oak influences. I mean, that's great.
I'll tell you
Honey
what,
Nut
guys.
Cheerios. That's what it is.
For a 12-year-old whiskey, it's got a lot of punch to it.
I could see some of that Cheerios kind of, grain, a little bit of not grain.
There's definitely a
whiskey kind of
sweetness on the finish back there, and it does leave your mouth dry.
flavor. It does. Yeah, it does that. I agree with that.
Tell you what, I put some water on it, and I get a lot of floral coming off of it. It's fun.
Let's
I
see
like
what's
the
going
Scotch.
on with this.
Balvenie is Heart of Space side, right?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
So we're not going to get the floral you're used to in a normal Highland, perhaps. I mean, it's technically in the Highlands, but
It was like a clover wildflower kind of, you know what I mean? Not like an over-the-top kind of
I like roses.
floral, but it's definitely there.
yeah, I get the roses now.
The honey's
Ooh.
coming forward.
Sweet. It's getting sweet too.
The honey's definitely coming forward.
Oh, there's
Absolutely.
what is that? That's new too.
I think I like it better with a little bit of water on it. I think it pulls it down. You know, some days I like oak, some days I don't. Today I'm not particularly liking it, but it's. I think probably the barrel or the can is influencing what I'm tasting, because it's what's in my head. That fresh oak, that's triggering me. But when I really think about it, when I step back, it's not that dominant. I don't.
No. I would say I mean, it's well balanced, but it is there.
Oh,
It's a
absolutely.
prominent
Yeah,
feature.
if you're thinking about it, you could absolutely pull it out. But
I
if
get
you're
some
not thinking
fruit
about
on the
it,
nose too, like pear and
yep,
something else.
that's what Balvenie knows.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll give you the pear now.
I can't figure the other one out yet.
Poached pear
It's sweet honey.
Poached pear with marzipan.
with cloves and white wine.
Definitely some cloves.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, if it's all there.
I think we can all agree. Is it complex?
Mm-hmm.
Fun glass to
Yeah.
really try and dissect.
It's got definitely got some things going on.
You know what I like?
Drink this every day.
At 43%, you can put water on this thing, and it just kind of is like,
Wow.
whatever.
I got more oak
Big
now with the
fan of
water.
that, man.
More oak?
Wow.
Man.
This is delicious.
I think the water blew the oak up for me too.
Wow.
All right,
It's
I'm
a-
ready.
Have
Go
at
for
it.
it, buddy.
Go.
All right. I like starting off. It's fun. All right, so here's what we got. We have a 12-year-old Balvenie that is finished in virgin barrels that are heavily toasted.
Heavily.
Bingo.
Heavily toasted. I definitely get a little bit of oak influence here. But I think that they did an excellent job of keeping it from overpowering the whiskey. I think if you would have left this in barrels for too long, it would have been not a great experiment.
Bit awful. Yeah.
But they did it just long enough to get that extra oomph without going crazy with it. And what they produced is a whiskey that's really great. I like the fruits up front. I really enjoy the oak influence in it. I get the vanillins. I get a lot of like baked goods. We were talking cinnamon rolls and buttered toast. You know, brown sugar, cloves, poached pear. Like this glass has a lot of stuff going on in it. It was good with water. It was good neat. $80, right?
It is, yeah. It's not cheap, but
I mean,
12
but you're
years.
getting a lot of bang for your buck, I think. So I'm torn between. You know what? I'm just going to throw a 3.5 out there and see what happens. How about that? I think it's a really good glass. I enjoy it. It's good with water, without water. 3.5.
No torn here. 3.5 up front.
There you go.
I mean, that's where I was coming in. Yeah, $80 is probably a little high for a 12-year-old. I'm not gonna lie on that. But I think what you're getting out of it, I think there's just a ton that this glass offers. It's evolved in the glass, and I've enjoyed every step of the evolution. From right up front, neat, to the of the nose and on the palate, to letting it sit for a while and changing the glass, to putting a little water on it and then letting that sit. It's just changed over time. You hit all the points. Honestly, all those flavors, all those notes, they're all in there. I can drink this every day. This is a great, and it's got Balvenie. You know it's Balvenie. It's got the foundation Balvenie in it. So kudos to this young apprentice that came up with this idea. I think they did a great job. I'm with you on the fact that they could have overdone it. It's not overpowered. It's not so much like, whoa, good try, but I didn't need it, punching me in the nose. This is a really good glass. $80 for a 12 is high, but I think what you're getting in the glass is worth every penny.
okay. I think you guys are high. So it's interesting.
Literally or figuratively?
Both. So my initial thought was a 2.5 on this because it's a good glass. It's not my wheelhouse. It doesn't have a lot of rich potency of flavor or smoke or deep dark cherries or any of those kind of things. It's pretty well done. It holds water pretty well. I think the balance is pretty good, and that's where I'm like, it doesn't have anything off. There's nothing that brings a below a 2 by any stretch of the imagination. It's just not that interesting to me. And I think for this bottle, you really have to dig in to pull all those little pieces out. And some days I'm just not willing to do that. And because they're fairly subtle. The differences are fairly subtle. Is it worth a 3? Is this one of those ones that everybody should have on their bar as a 3 or a 3.5? I don't know. I probably wouldn't buy it again for my bar, even though unless you have a lot of people coming through your bar to try new whiskey. This is a great introductory bottle because it's a really well balanced kind of pear and bourbon and wood. So I'm going to give between a 2.5 and a 3 for me on this one. I'm going to say 2.5. I'm going to say 2.5.
He talked himself up and then thought better.
I
No,
know, and
it
jumped
just-
right off that cliff.
It's just not that fantastic.
All right, Thelma.
I don't know what this guy's in a different world right now. I'm with you guys. I think this is fantastic. Honestly, so we get hit all the time because we're all over the place in our ratings, and it's fine. It's our opinions, 4 different opinions at once. But I think I agree absolutely. Is it priced high for 12? Yeah, it is a little, but it's not terrible. But I'm gonna tell you this. Here's the key factor in all this.
Oh.
Would I go buy this if I see it in a store? Yes. And I'm actually going to go hunt for a bottle of this because I enjoy it that
Boom.
much. That should tell you something right there. This is a delicious bottle. It's complex enough to make you hunt, which is what I want to do. I want to hunt a little bit. I don't want to be bored. But I want to tell you another thing about this. This is a go-to what Scotch is all about for me. Like this isn't Oloroso.
This is your yeah.
This isn't the crazy fancy finished bottle and anything.
Peat bomb.
You're right. This is just I want a nice hearty Scotch, and the price, you can't go
Okay.
wrong, folks. So I'm gonna go 3.5 right out of the gate. This is an amazing bottle.
You
There
guys
you
can
go.
all be wrong.
I mean,
We
you know,
can be all wrong, but the
I would go maybe
if
275.
we were taking
but
a poll around the bar, let's
Eeny,
say,
meeny, miny, what?
duck, duck,
duck, duck, duck, Isla.
Isla, that's right. All you got here is wheelhouse, and it's not an Isla.
that is
so
so true. So 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 2.5.
2.5.
Okay. First one of the story series that we reviewed, right?
Thanks for buying it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Good on you, Andrew.
Appreciate it.
Andrew's, man, I'm
I'm going to take this back to the
So
bar.
if you want to talk
It
more
has
about
a-
it,
Thursday
catch our
nights.
Thursday night show where we talk about it.
live?
We're live every Thursday night, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
You can become a patron. You can do all that good stuff. We're podcasting. We're
all kinds of fun
we got
stuff.
coins. We got
Beat
Molly
that.
coins.
Coin action.
ScotchForDummies.com. More importantly, go buy this bottle.
And thanks for watching, everybody. We really
Cheers.
appreciate you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Watch it.
Cheers, guys.